right, welcome back to Fandom and Flavor.
Another episode, baby.
8. We're on episode 8, y'all. Let's get
Already,
it.
8 in. Thank y'all for staying with us.
Yes. I love it. Keep supporting. Keep spreading the word to the world now. Keep spreading the word to the world.
Hey, help us grow. We want to shout out our music producer.
Yes. Even though he be on there, it's not now.
Yeah, you just super duper. Hey, yo, check his music out, man. He doing the intro and the outro for us, so we want to give him a shout out. So appreciate you doing that music for us, little cuz.
Yep, definitely. All right, well, let's get into it. Now we're gonna another week. Let's talk about our week 2 picks before we go into and talk about the Panthers. But let's talk about how many picks did I get right? I guess you could count.
Well, man, let's go through.
Or you could go.
Let's go through the games real quick. So, game 1. What was the game 1? It was the Packers versus who?
It was the Commanders.
Okay, Packers versus Commanders. We both went with Packers. So that's one.
That was a good one.
We got one.
Packers.
Okay. All right.
And then
Giants versus the Cowboys. We all know
Giants.
Yep.
But that game went to overtime. The Giants should have won that game. I mean, a 60-yard field goal is ridiculous.
All right.
That's ridiculous.
Hey, you lost. You lost the game. All right. What's the next one?
Oh, yeah, Seahawks versus Steelers. We went Steelers.
We both went with Steelers. And who won that game?
I was kind of if. The Seahawks did.
Okay, then we both got 0 points for that one.
0.
All right.
I mean, I'm just saying, though, like, I think the Seahawks, I was kind of iffy about that one. Eventually, they'll get it going because they got good wide receivers. Got a good core. Rams versus Titans the next game. Well, last week.
Yeah, we both went with Rams, so that's one for each of us.
Yep.
We starting to keep track of these people.
Bills versus Jets. We went Bills.
We both went Bills. Yep, sure. We did. We both went Bills.
Then the next game, Patriots versus Dolphins. I went Patriots.
You did.
Shout out Drake May.
And you did, and you won that one. I went with Dolphins, so I got 0. All right.
Jaguars versus Bengals.
We both went with Bengals, so that's a point for each of us.
And now that changes everything.
All right, now
Joe Burrow out.
What's the next one?
3 months. 49ers versus Saints.
49ers versus Saints. We both went 49ers.
49ers. Yep. Then Brown versus Ravens. We went Ravens.
We both went Ravens.
Yeah.
All right. Who's the next game?
Bears versus Lions. We went Lions.
We both went Lions. Yes, we did. We did indeed.
Broncos versus Colts. I think did we go Broncos?
Yeah, we both went Broncos, so we were wrong with that.
Colts won that game.
Yeah, was wrong with that one.
About one.
All right.
Actually, in that game was crazy. They supposed to have lost it.
And then
they came back. Yeah, because they came back. It came back like a penalty call got called on them. And the Colts came down and kicked the field goal or something. Something crazy happened. Eagles versus Chiefs. We went with Chiefs.
Yep. That was 0-0 for us. Next game.
And then Falcons versus Vikings.
We both went Vikings. That was wrong.
Yeah, bad. That was bad. Buccaneers versus Texans. I went Texans.
So you got that wrong. I got that. I went with the Bucks. And then last game.
Chargers versus Raiders. Chargers, I think.
Who won that game?
I went Chargers. Chargers won.
Okay, so you both chose Chargers, so we got that point. All right. Let's do a quick little sum we got. Let's see.
You won that one.
We're going to find out, brother. You don't know. We don't know, grandbaby. We don't know.
I do know that one. I do. You won that one.
See, Aaron got 9 right. Hang on.
Aaron grab all them. Add auto-sum that. Auto-sum.
I did. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, so I got 10 right.
Told you.
Got you by 1. All right.
Because that Buccaneers versus Texans game, that was the deal breaker.
Got you. We'll keep score. So at the end of the season, you're going to go back to this spreadsheet and see who knows something about football. Who knows something about football. You hear me?
Oh, okay.
No.
We'll see. We'll see.
My job is laggy, boy. I'll do it later. I'll come back. We'll do it later with the week 3 picks. I'll set it up. So
yeah,
all right, man. So your thoughts on week 2? Yeah, let's where you want to start at. You want to start with the highlight games, the games that we enjoy. I don't know. I didn't watch. Let's see what games I watched. Okay, I watched the Cowboys. I watched the Cowboys and the Giants for the most part. Well, I watched some of that. That was a pretty good game. I didn't watch none of the Chiefs. I didn't watch none of the Chiefs and the Eagles because it was the same time as the Panthers game, which I subjected myself to that miss. But did I watch any other game? I watched some Monday Night Football. I watched the Texans and the Bucks. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, and the Bucks came out and they won that one. Yep. So that was a good game. I think that was. Did I watch anything? I think what was the 1:00 game that I watched? Who was playing?
The 1:00 was the Giants and Cowboys. That was the 1:00 game.
That's what it was. Okay, so I watched that game. And now, so what was the Thursday night game?
Thursday night was the Packers versus Commanders.
Okay, so I watched
yeah, I watched that game. Yes. That game was a good one. And I
think I fell asleep.
Michael Parsons deserve all that money.
Oh yeah, all that money. Yeah, he should have been a Panther. Silence, kidding.
He deserve all that money.
Well,
he changed that team.
He did. But I mean,
he's changing the team.
Yeah, he's in the culture. He definitely is. Also, when you make a move like that, it tells the team that you're ready to win.
Yeah. I mean,
you make a move like that, you're confident that your team has all the pieces. Like, cause you traded away some first round pick, and I mean they didn't trade away that much, but they did sign for a lot of money. To give him that much money, that mean you ready. Yeah, y'all ready. And, I mean he's only 26 too.
Right, their quarterback young and he young, and they both under contract. So they in a good little round. So they building it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna see how they do for week 3. But we could talk about Panthers versus Cardinals game. Now let's get your thoughts and what you got to say.
No, you go first. You go first.
Oh, you want me to go first?
Yeah, you always like always say you glass half full. So let's hear what you got to say.
I guess it's glass half full. I mean, it started off slow, obviously, for the main reasons. 2 turnovers in the first quarter. At the back possessions and one of the turnovers turned into a score. So you coming in down 7-0 off a fumble, and then you come back and throw an interception and give them a good field position. Luckily, the defense held them to 3. But you getting your offense off to a rocky start, and you give the momentum to the defense. First half was very shaky, very, very tough because you go into halftime 20-3. And then you come back, the Cardinals get the ball starting the second half, and they go score. But they only held them to what?
That's it. That was it. That was the only time, yeah.
Yeah, that was the only time they scored. And then the next thing you know, that second half turned to what we all know Bryce can do, and just controlling the game and throwing dots like he's supposed to do. And that's what we expect him to do. But the main thing he had to do is take care of the ball. Control the uncontrollables, be smart with everything, live to play another down. And that's what he has to learn to have to do. And just continue to play the game, because it's 4 quarters in the game. You might not win the first half, but you can win the second half. And that kind of showed them right there. That's what they can do, because you lost the first half, but you daggone sure beat the second half, and they could have won the game off of the onside kick that they got at the end and interception they got late down the play, and they scored. So you had ample opportunities to win the game. So if you had a better first start, you will win that game. The game would be a different outcome. It would probably still be close, but it'd be a different outcome than what had happened in the beginning.
Yeah. So yeah, hey, look, I don't disagree with your points that you made. I definitely think he got to take care of the ball. Yeah, like that, like you said, it's key. I don't know why he's doing too much. Me and you got now a whole little debate. They're arguing about why is he pressing. Some of this stuff I feel like he's pressing in these situations, like that in that situation. You know you getting wrapped up. Protect the ball. Like you're not gonna get out of you're not getting out of that grass. So protect the ball. Why? Like just go down. If you feel like you're getting sacked, just go down. Just go down. Like you said, live to fight another day. Or that same thing where he throws that interception. He's getting blasted. It's like the line is broken down. Just take the sack. Just take the sack.
He rolled out of pocket.
Yeah, he rolled out of pocket, but they right there. Like they was coming. They I mean, he had to.
Yeah,
like,
they know they are.
I looked at that play multiple times. I'm like, just. He was trying to sidestep. He was trying to move to his left to avoid it and see if he can get the pass off. But they came too fast. So it's like your offensive line didn't hold up. So don't compound the mistake by turning the ball over. It's already a mistake. The offensive line made the mistake. So if he just takes a sack, nobody's blaming him. Everybody's blaming the offensive line. I mean, I'm not saying that's a good thing. We need to be blaming the offensive line or blaming anybody. But all the eyes are on Bryce. Everybody,
Yeah.
no matter what, like no matter what, right now everybody's gonna blame everything, which they should. I mean, a lot of stuff is a lot is his fault because he's turned the ball over. He's digging himself into these holes, and then he got to be heroic. But I'm like, you wouldn't have to be heroic to take care of the ball. And I understand the defense is not as good as they wanted it to be, but at the same time, it's like you're compounding a mistake and making it worse because then you're not giving your defense anything to work with because now you turn
Yeah.
the ball over and you put yourself in a 10-point hole. So, and the same thing with the Jags. It's like you turn the ball over. Like, I know you're trying to press, do things like he trying to get a first down. He's stumbling, fumble the ball. They punch the
Fumble the
ball
ball.
out.
Ain't no punch.
And then you run it. You roll out the pocket. You got XL for a brief second, but you don't see that safety come up. You don't, instead of just taking off, getting the first down because you only needed a yard. You
Yeah.
try to force a pass down the field. So it's like it's the small things. It's like he's making rookie mistakes. Like right now, I think that's the thing I like. You're making rookie mistakes. You got to clean that up. You're in your third year. Don't make rookie mistakes. Don't be compounding the mistakes because we know the team is trying to get better, but the team can only get better if you get better and you take care of the ball. So it's like you can't be making rookie mistakes in your third year. Let's clean that up. Now I know everybody in a lot of people in the fan base, they're ready to throw him away. Everybody, the people that didn't want Bryce didn't want Bryce. It is what it is. Because I'm like I said, like I was telling you, like I said last week, I don't think the Texans is going to be that good. Like I'm looking at the Texans, they're not that good either. I mean, C.J. Stroud's struggling. Like I just checked today, that his QBR is right behind Bryce. Bryce is 29, C.J. Stroud's 30. But you know what C.J. Stroud's struggling with? His offensive line is struggling. That's what Bryce had to deal with. And his offensive line they still have some communication issues. I don't know what's going on up front. Like those two unblocked pass rushes, back-to-back play, well not back-to-back plays, but back-to-back series for the Arizona Cardinals. That should not happen, especially the first play of the game, like one of the first plays of the game. You got to, you know what I'm saying? Like they're not picking up blitzes like they should. They're not picking up the stunts like they should. So that's an issue up front.
I went back and looked at the first blitz. They sent basically the whole house because he did set up the protection. Rico Dow picked up one of the blitz blocks. It's just that last one. Everybody else got guarded. Boom, boom. Everybody got guarded.
That's an issue. That's an issue then right there because so like that's why I'm saying like this issue all around because all right, you see that it's an all out blitz. Where's your hot at? Where's your hot at?
That's him.
No, that's not him. That's coaching. That's coaching because
I believe that's on him because he picked up on the blitz. He knows the blitz is coming. They gave them the routes.
But did he have an out? Did he have an out?
Yeah, no, he did. Hunter Renfrow was that.
No,
out.
that's not his hot route. That's not his hot route. I'm saying he need a hot route.
I'm saying off that play.
That's not what I'm saying.
About that play.
That's what I'm saying. That's not his hot. That's not his hot route. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't his hot route. I'm saying they didn't have one because he could. You can't make that. You cannot make that throw. Somebody's coming in your face. You cannot make that throw. You can't throw that.
I'm saying.
If somebody listen. Listen. If somebody's blitzing, you coming forward. You have to have a hot route coming across your face because you can't see somebody's coming in your face. That's why usually the hot route is a quick slant. So obviously you don't obviously you didn't have a check. They didn't check. So that's Dave Connect because the offensive line didn't pick up the blitz, and then you don't have a hot route. You don't have an out to throw. So, but like I said, the whole play is busted. Just take the sack. But I mean, he did.
I agree. I agree with that he should take the sack. But I also believe when I looked at the play, XL was he was the slant that came across, and he threw it. That's a hospital ball. You see the linebacker coming across. That's a hospital. Boom.
It wasn't.
So then
it wasn't a good read.
Also in the flat, Hunter Renfrow turned his head right when the ball snapped. You could look at it and you could go back and look at it.
You can't go back and look at it. You can't throw it.
Why not? Why you cannot throw that?
Because he wasn't. You can't see that. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you.
What do you mean you can't see that? You can see that.
You got the blitz coming in. You can't. He didn't see. He didn't see that because what was the first thing he did?
He looked straight down the middle.
No, it was the first thing he did.
Straight down the middle.
No.
He wrote that XL. That was the first read.
Right,
I agree. But that's why I said he knows the blitz. That's why I said I'm not blaming all on him. I'm not blaming all on him.
That's not
but
him.
I also said he picked up the blitz because he set the protection. He moved Rico to that side. He moved Rico to the right, and he picked up the block. He did pick up one of the blitzes, but that other blitz that came off the left side down the middle, that's what got him. And then that's why everybody else said he ran out, and then he would try to get the fumble.
Yes.
And then he saw Hunter late, and I said
he rolled out to the side where Hunter was at, right?
But I'm saying, but the time Hunter ran out his route, his head had turned. So when his head turned, he could turn to catch the ball. What do you mean it don't matter?
Because he can't see him. He can't see him.
How do you can't see him? What do you mean you can't see him?
He's getting blitz. He's getting blitz.
Zach, he's not getting that blitz that fast that he can't turn. As soon as Hunter came off the flat, Hunter is like on the line of scrimmage. He turned, he left, and he turned, and that's it. Boom, 1-2, 1-2. That's it, 1-2. That's it. That's all he had to do. That's all he had to do was a 1-2. Boom. He didn't read it. He didn't read the play.
That's not his read.
Yeah. Because he had 1, 2, 3, 4 route. You got to process all the way through, right? If you know the blitz is coming,
fast, Aaron.
If you know the blitz is coming, that's what I'm saying. If you know the blitz is coming, why are you not trying to know? Okay, I need to hit this flat right here. Boom. Throw it to Hunter. Boom. That's a couple yards right down the flat.
So think about what you just said.
He knew the blitz was coming.
He didn't know how many was coming. Right,
but he saw
that's what I'm saying.
All 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all. Now they stacked the box. They had all of them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all stacked on the box. It didn't matter who was coming, but you know a blitz is coming. So you need to get that ball out fast. Yes, they blitzed. They had a whole stack. Six people because like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people because 2 linebackers came up and they all blitzed. It was an all-out blitz, and he know there's a blitz is coming. He moved Rico to the right side.
How many came again?
6 people.
6. Okay, how many people you have to block?
You have 5. You have 6. No, actually more than 6. Actually more than 6.
It's 6 people, right?
All I know is somebody came off the left side.
Okay, then. So I'm saying, so either he
left side.
So which one is it? Did he have 6 people to block? Was it 6 people that blitz?
1, 2, 3, 4. I think who's the Icky? Who's the guard that's playing right now?
It's Icky. It's Damian Lewis. You got Austin Corbett. You got Robert Hunt, and you got Taylor Moton. Right, and where did the blitz come from? The blitz came
from the left side.
Both times the blitz came. I understand that. Both times where the pressure come from, the middle,
left side,
middle,
right on the left side, right between Damian and Austin.
So if it was 6 blitzes,
that's what it came out.
If it was 6 blitzes, and you said he checked, he said he recognized the blitz. He recognized the blitz, so he moved Dowdle to the right side,
right,
to pick up the blitz,
right. That's what he did.
You said Dowdle picked up the blitz?
Yes, he picked up one of the blitzes.
So where did the leakage come from?
Come around for the left side.
So whose fault is that?
That's
so no, I'm just asking you a question. Okay then, because obviously, so you saying, so then, all right then, so then the issue wasn't Bryce, it was the offensive line because he checked into the right package. He checked into the right blitz, right? And listen. So he expects them to do their job, correct? You expect them to do that. His first read is XL. So he's thinking this guy's gonna be blitz. He's thinking this guy's gonna be able to pick up the blitz because he set the blitz protection, correct?
Yes.
Okay then. All right. So then they come through. Boom. He's reached. I was like, hey, Dad, they didn't block. So the first thing he do, he rolls to his right, which he does have. He does have Hunter Renfrow out there, but you cannot complete that play because it happened so fast. The dude was on his back, and that was a problem. The dude got there. Look, Aaron, the guy got there so fast. All he should have did was just hold onto the ball. He compounded the mistake. The mistake was made with the offensive line to begin with.
My thing is this, right? We all said Bryce has great anticipation, right? My thing is this: he knows the blitz is coming. I understand that, but we ain't gonna. We just talked about it. No. And we did, and I understand that. But he knows that as a blitz is coming, how many routes? You got 1, 2. You can't hit no deep route. You're not gonna hit a slant cross because that's gonna be terrible. That next option was the flat, and he should have known that flat. That route was gonna be there, regardless of what the hot route, whatever, all this other stuff.
He can't get to the flat that quick.
I've seen other quarterbacks get out to the flat, and I could tell them.
Okay, but then you got to say.
I'm not comparing. I'm not comparing. That's why I say he got to know.
No, we gonna sit here and say he got limitations. Maybe he can't make that play because he's not big enough to make that play. Maybe we can say that.
Maybe not.
Because maybe not. We gotta be realistic. So that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. So the offensive line didn't do their job. Correct. They didn't do his job.
Yes,
he set the protection. He set the protection. So he set the protection because you go through this, you practice this. You set the protection. You think everybody's gonna do their job, and you say, okay, I'm gonna go through my reads. Excel. Then I don't know what his next. We don't know what his next read was, but we assume that he rolled to the right. Well, he typically writes the right roll to his right because he's a right-handed quarterback. So that was the first thing he was gonna do. He probably would have went because the same thing happened. It happened. Was it last week? Or this week, he rolled out and hit Hunter Renfrow. Matter of fact, he did that same play. He rolled out and he hit Chuba. He hit Chuba in the flat. So like we know he knows that, but he has to have, first of all, he has to have vision. He has to have the vision on the guy. Maybe he didn't. He couldn't see where he was at because they was coming down.
Hold on. This how many was on the line. This is how many that was up there. I'm looking at the play right now. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players. 7 blitzers.
Okay, so he got 7.
That's 7 blitzers coming up. Look how many is right on the box.
I see it. So he didn't know. So 7. He like all 7 was coming.
All 7 came.
So his hot route must have been XL, but XL wasn't there.
Look, look at that. I mean, you see as Hunter is getting out there.
Here. I can't see it.
Well, I mean, Hunter is getting out for his route right there. I mean, it's super quick. I mean, it's like as soon as the ball snap, it's quick.
That wasn't his read though. So that's what I'm saying.
I understand that's an issue. That's I think it's a flaw, and that's a bad one.
That's a coaching issue. That's a coaching issue and a Bryce issue because you're not coaching him properly to understand.
Because look. There you go. Boom. Now
he could have got the ball out. He could have got the ball out, but you said he was looking at.
And that's what I was saying.
As soon as he dropped back, he was looking at XL because XL is his first read. Correct.
He was going to be open, and the dude first of all he held him. That's a flag anyway. Right there, his hand going across his face. So it's a flag should have been thrown. But if he threw that, look who's right there. Is coming across and looking right at him. Hunter's the only one that can throw that ball right there. Yeah, he could throw that. It's like 1, 2. As you see Hunter XL get hung, he should have just threw it out right there at the flat.
He didn't process.
And that's why I said he didn't process that one good. And that's all I was saying because the flat was wide open. Like boom, there's nobody there. At this point, there's nobody there.
But
he had enough time.
But like you said,
he's already in his 1-2. He's already in his 1-2.
He was looking at XL.
And he looked too long. They actually ran a stunt actually. And that's why they didn't get blocked. The other dude came out the middle. But that's what
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That's off.
So look, you really got to. You said it was a stunt. So it really wasn't even the blitz that really got it. It was a stunt.
It was a night. Well, so
the offensive line didn't pick up the stunt.
Yeah, they did. I'm putting blame on O-line.
That's what I'm saying. The O-line and Bryce and Dave Canals.
And yeah, because
look, O-line didn't. Bryce set the protection. They didn't block it. Dave Canals, obviously, I don't think he gave. I don't like the play call, or I don't like what he's coaching. He didn't give him. He didn't give him an out. Like Bryce should know. He should know his hot route. He should know where he should be going with the ball. Then Bryce compounds the situation by fumbling the freaking ball. So everybody, I'll say this. Was to blame. They just all don't.
That's how you see. I'll say this. Bryce is to blame because one, he's out on the field and he knows the blitz is coming. He looked at the field. He processed the field. He know what defensive coverage he in. He knows the blitz is coming. Regardless of the route he had a route that can go out to the flag.
He did his job.
He had a route that he could go out and throw the ball out to. Now he go back and look at the film. He probably like, yeah, I should have threw it out.
They probably did. Of course, it's hindsight.
Of course,
because you know your read. You know your read. You said
you knew you said
1, 2. But he's
now they do the same thing. Now they do the same thing against the Falcons. He probably gonna hit a flat, and then watch that, and then it's gonna turn to something different because that Falcons are gonna definitely blitz. They're gonna definitely send a blitz at him, and they gonna do a little stunt, and then he gonna try to throw out to the flat. And watch that play gonna might get him 5 or 6 yards, but it's something positive.
Now he was one of the best. He was one of the best quarterbacks last year at the end of the season against the blitz.
Yeah,
You know why?
afterwards, yeah,
Because he knew how. So he obviously know how to read and pick up the blitz. But the
my
thing is,
point.
but you know what happened? He got better with it, and Dave Canales got better with it. Because you remember the first game of the season against the Saints, he got killed by the corner blitz 3 times, and one of the first things Dave Canales said, "What I didn't give him no outs."
Well, now I could go back and look at the plays and see what those routes was, because
No,
probably didn't have nothing.
He said he didn't give him no outs. He didn't give him out, and that's the same thing again. Like he didn't give him an out. You sitting here saying he had him in the flat? That's not the read. That's he might, man. What's his name? Might be the third. Hunter Renfrow might be the third read on that play.
It don't matter.
Yes, it does. Aaron,
that play was open. I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about 1, 2, 3. I'm just talking about what's.
Yes,
I'm just talking about what's there. Boom, boom.
What quarterback do you know that will go through his progressions?
I know this, but
everybody goes through progressions. And the play is the play.
If you knew the blitz was coming, if you knew the blitz was coming, do you need to throw it out quick to the flat? The flat was there.
You keep saying that blitz was coming. The blitz was picked up until they did the stunt. Obviously, the blitz wasn't picked.
It wasn't the blitz. Film. I showed you the film. The film said it.
He said he did
the film showed it.
He did
the film show. That's after. Yeah, but that's after he got to his 1-2.
He's like 1, 2, then 3.
Then did he not get into his 1-2 step?
I don't know. Yeah, he
knew the blitz.
Aaron, think about the time. So you go down, you go 1, 2. You play with, you're playing with your body, your feet. You look at there's your reads. You go by your reads. Everybody knows that you're doing with your feet. You say he did 1, 2 drop step. Boom. He said okay, excel. Boom. Then he goes. I don't know what his second read was, but he didn't have time. I don't even think he had time to get to his second read. Maybe he did. He didn't look. He looked to the second read, and then his third read is Hunter Renfrow. What did he do? After when he was about to get to his third read, he rolled out of the pocket, right? He was trying to roll out to get to his, because that's what I'm saying. It's probably Hunter Renfrow's probably his third read. You saying, oh man, F all that. As soon as I get to the line, oh, it's a blitz, I'm going to my third read immediately. How do you know XL? Yeah. How you know XL ain't gonna be open across the middle?
Well, I'm taking the best option.
You don't know what the best option. That's what you could have had somebody come out in the flat. You could have somebody come out in the flat, and that's a pick six going back the other way anyway.
You could have been the whole bunch of different things.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point. So you go with the reads. That's what I'm saying. You go with what's on the call sheet. You go with the play, because the guys, you can't just go out there and free willy, because they don't work like that. You
can't.
You don't go out there and free. You don't go out there and free will.
Who can't? No, don't give me that. Don't give me that, because Tom Brady can do all that. Or
no, he
Patrick Mahomes can do all that.
Yes, no, they don't. They don't free will that. They don't do that.
Yes, they can.
They go
yes, they can. They do that all the time.
Especially Tom Brady.
Okay, you have structure, but you also have guys that he go make the audibles, make all the change. Omaha, what's that? What payment? Omaha. If I see something I don't like, that's the audible. Yes. And he could tell you. You can do that. You can change structure.
You could do that. We know you can do that. Guess what?
You can do that.
Guess what?
You can do that.
The coach got to give you the audible.
I'm just saying.
They give you a group of plays, right?
But I'm just saying.
Nobody you can't just
go. He was that do that.
He's a third. That's another thing. He's a third-year quarterback. He's not going up. He's not no Tom Brady.
Okay, we're not giving him. Okay, we gave him grace. We gave him grace. You were talking about this dude wanted to be the 30, 100. You're gonna get more money than Michael Parsons.
So Tom Brady was doing
that. He got to be that guy. Yes.
No, he wasn't. He had a defense. He had a defense. I mean, he had to stop that. Tom Brady
was one of the best.
He got better as he got.
He's one of the best.
He got better as the time.
Okay, what about Patrick Mahomes then? What about Patrick Mahomes?
Patrick Mahomes sat. First of all, Patrick Mahomes sat a whole year. That's first and foremost.
He came out
That's
second year. Came out second year.
Second, his team was way better than the Panthers. You had Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce as a second year player. And you had Andy Reid, who's an established coach, who's been to multiple NFC championship games, he's been to multiple playoff runs. You talking about a second year head coach and Dave Canales that's still trying to figure things out himself, to compare to Andy Reid, and that's what I'm saying. Is a levels to coaching, is a levels to quarterbacking. Yes, if the structure is there, because Patrick Mahomes, he plays off script sometimes, but he also plays within structure. These guys are you got to work towards that.
You said these dudes play on script all the time. You just saying that.
I said these guys don't go willy nilly. That's why I said. Go back and look at the tape.
They do. And you basically just said You just said they don't play on structure all the time, so that mean they go out willy nilly anyway.
No, they
They
don't.
do go make plays.
Even when they do go errant, even when they do go off script, they still playing within structure because you're still going to your reads unless everything breaks down. Then they use their feet and they run. That's what Patrick Mahomes do. But he's still going through his progressions. Is he not going through? So you saying he's not going through his progression? He just saying okay. He look at one guy, he staring him down the whole time, and he said, "Man, screw it, I'm running." He just do that. He don't go through his progression. That's one thing Patrick Mahomes do really well. He go through his progressions. That's what, matter of fact, that's what he got better as since he came in the league, is through his progressions. Because at one point he was just trying to bomb it down there because he knew he had Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. He just go down there. But now you can go surgical. You got to look. You have to go through your reads. And the only way you can go through your reads is if you have time in the pocket, or you can create more time. That's the only thing.
All right. Anyway, and we go into all right.
No, this is debate, so don't try to get in your feelings.
I ain't nobody. I made my feelings. I'm just trying to keep it going. I said, hold on. I said my viewpoint. You said your viewpoint. Why I gotta continue to go on? It's already been done.
This is a debate, so this is what we gonna do.
No, you want to debate. I'm not doing it. So anyway, and we're gonna continue to move on. So we're gonna talk about the second play, which was an interception. He got blitzed and got hit off the right side, and yeah, he should have just threw the ball away or go down and take the sack.
You can't throw the ball away that way. Cause this is what he did. He ended up throwing the ball. He go down, just take the sack, cause he got blasted too. Yeah, like, I don't know what possessed him to think he can be able to complete that. That dude was, I don't know, the speed of the game. He ain't used to. I don't know. He did. I don't know why he thought he
can't say he can't use the speed of the game. It's 3 years.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know why he didn't. I don't know why he didn't think
exactly because he was doing too much.
I agree. That's what I'm saying. He was doing too much. That's what I said. Because he fumbled the ball, they get a touchdown, and then he comes back and throw an interception because he's doing too much. It's like, man, just take the sack. Like I said in the beginning, he's making rookie mistakes when he shouldn't be making rookie mistakes.
Exactly, he shouldn't. There's no grace to it. You've been in your first year. You got benched your 2 games into the second year, and so you ain't no more mistakes for him to continue to make. Now you cannot continue to make these. I gotta learn mistakes. Yeah, there's certain mistakes, but you need to come out hot in the first 2 games, or you need to learn. Okay, first game we cool. All right, yeah, all right. Second game he gonna be better. He gonna clean it up. No, that wasn't the case. But he came out the second half and like the quarterback that we all thought he's supposed to look like. So that's that. So they got it reassured.
We have high hopes for this guy. I mean, as we should, he's a number 1 overall pick. So I don't know what everybody wants him to be number 1 overall pick, but then at the same time, people like he's little, he's small, he can't do it. So I don't know which one is it? Like you want him to be great, you want him to exceed his physical limitations, and so then you say, oh, he did what he needed to do in the second half. So I'm like, he just got to play smarter.
Right, and that's what I said.
He played smarter in the second half.
Doing what you're supposed to do, and that's doing what you're supposed to do.
But he also had more time too.
Yeah, I mean, overall, the game got better, and they all got better. But I'm just saying, in the sense of that, all of them had to get better within the game, but it just took time for all that to happen right now. I mean, during that game, and they probably stopped blitzing too because they got comfortable with the lead, so they stopped blitzing, stopped putting more pressure on.
They only blitzed they only blitzed a few times in the game. They didn't blitz that much.
And that was the first 2 plays. First 2 plays that got them. Got them like that, and then that was it. By a couple times in the first half, and then once they got a big lead, they stopped doing that. They just went and covered.
I know they blitzed.
That's what he started doing.
They blitzed them in the second half too, though.
At the end, once they got them,
I was watching that, but they said for the most part, for the duration of the game, they didn't really blitz that much, like you said, and they was really sending 4 or 5 guys, and they still was getting home on that, which is a problem in itself.
I mean,
because Calais Campbell got the sack at the end of the game. But I mean, that was because of
he just got beat, yo. He just got beat. He just won that matchup. He won that matchup. Yeah, that was it.
It's not good. Everybody got to do their job. Everybody got to do their job.
But yeah, like you said, they human. They're gonna make mistakes. You got to just compound. You can't compound the mistakes unless there's somebody else.
Hold on now. You said they make mistakes, but then Bryce make a mistake. You said he can't make that
mistake.
I
just said, I didn't say that. I said you can't compound on when somebody make a mistake. I said you said they're humans and they're gonna make mistakes.
They are, but you said
you can't compound.
No.
Yes, you can't compound on the mistakes.
You said he can't. You said he no more grace. He can't make no mistakes.
I say no, he can't. He can't make he can't make those mistakes like that in the beginning of the
In the
season.
beginning of
As
the
the
game,
second
I
or
mean,
third
just
year.
yeah, that's it.
It's in the beginning of the games, you can't do that.
He
No,
can't.
you really
He can't
can't.
make the mistakes.
You as a quarterback, you
But
your
quarterbacks
players
gonna make
fumble the ball.
mistakes.
Your quarterback fumbling, but your other players, your wide receivers ain't fumbling getting to punch the ball out. Come on now, they the one taking more contact.
You always tell me Jared Goff threw 5 interceptions last year and they still won the game.
And we almost did win the game. We almost won, but we didn't. So we can't talk about almost. They did. They threw 5. He threw 5 or 4, and they won the game.
Why they win the game?
He threw, but he also came back through 4 touchdowns in the second half. He went off in the second half. I don't know that, but we didn't win the game. He could have had that 4th one.
I'm saying, why did they win the game and why we couldn't win the game? What's the difference?
Ain't nothing different. They had more luck on their side. That's all it came down to.
You think it was so you think it was luck? You threw 5 interceptions. You think it's luck that they won that game?
Yes, that's luck. That is luck. You don't win no game. You throwing 5 interceptions. How many players you have?
But also,
how many players have you heard?
Isn't that beating somebody too? Though you make all those mistakes and still beat somebody.
Yeah, you still.
That means you a better team.
Yeah, I mean you came down. Okay, we can say that if we scored the last touchdown because we got the onside kick. That's luck because the ball hit the dude's side.
You need some luck. You need some luck, but don't
you
also
need some luck. I don't.
You gotta you gotta use luck, and you have to be able to execute. Aaron. The only way you can get luck is by executing too. You got to be in the right spot at the right time to be able to get lucky on certain things.
Yeah, I mean that's every play.
So that means you got to put yourself in a position where you can be lucky, right? So the Detroit Lions put themselves in a position to be lucky. So they actually beat the team. Who were they playing against anyway?
I don't know. I can't remember. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
But I mean, I'm just saying, like that's a problem in itself. I mean, at the end of the day, yes, he's in his 3rd year, but also he's still a young quarterback. His 2nd year in this system, right? The team is still trying to build chemistry and they're still trying to develop. This is still what they always said, developing team, a developmental program or an organization. Same thing with Dave Canales. This is 2nd year, this is 3rd year play calling. So he still got work to do. I mean, they still got to continue to progress. I think everybody thought they was going to just come out and hit the ground running because of what they did last year, but they got new pieces. They got new things, new expectations. Once again, they put expectations on themselves. The way Dan Morgan and all them kept saying that they didn't have the expectations. They didn't put the expectations like they did. They didn't say, we going to the playoffs like the fan base won't. The fan base won't think we should go to the playoffs. But then at the same time, they said they don't think we good. I just don't know. I just don't understand where everybody's at.
They did the same thing that we did, the Lions. They was down 7-23 after throwing 5 interceptions in the game. They won off of a 52-yard field goal that expired the clock. That's how they won. It was 23-23 tie, and he threw 5 interceptions that game. They scored 19 unanswered points in the second half to tie the game.
Who they playing against?
The Texans.
What did I tell you about them Texans? I told you, I don't think they that good.
The Texans came back. That was 2024, last year, and won off of last second field goal. So, and probable rally after throwing 5 interceptions and won off a field goal. That's really what it is. Really what it is.
Better team. The better team won.
Yeah, better team, but
the better team won. We all said the Lions were better than the daggone Texans, so the better team won. That's a law.
They had we can
sit here and say we thought the Panthers was better, but the Panthers not better than the Cardinals because they didn't win. As a team, they didn't want to say better. They won better.
Want to say that? You can. Yeah, I mean that's true. They lost. They lost the game.
So we as a team have to get better. The coaching staff, we have to get better. Everybody has to get better. You got to stop placing the blame on every one person or whatever, pointing the finger. I'm not blaming Coach Canales for everything. People want to blame everything for him. Everybody want to blame everything on Bryce. Everybody want to blame no. They people bashing Excel. I'm like, man. Also, these Excel his 2nd year. I'm like, I mean, if you go back and look back in the day, I think people got spoiled by some of these young players that came out and just hit the ground running. But they all come back to earth. They come out. Some of them gotta come out. But somebody got to be Rookie of the Year.
I mean, yeah,
somebody got to stand out. Somebody got to stand out. So yeah, they happen to get on a good team or they get in a good situation where everything just falls into place, which is what you said, lucky. So you just happen to get lucky. You got in a better situation. Cause I'm like, man, sometimes I feel like some people fortune changes. I'm like, man, cause I'm like, we could take prime example of Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield. They was with the Panthers. They gone now, but now they got big contracts with other teams
Yeah.
because they got in a better situation. They got in a structured situation, a more stable situation, and now they playing better. So I'm like, man, everybody's ready to give up on the players that we have, but it's like at the same time, what patience do we have? What grace do we give these guys? Like, what's our grace period? How many years do we give our team before you?
Oh yeah, it's a process, man. You
Okay,
gotta give
so
3 or 4 years. It's like 3 or 4 years before you even get even to that level.
to be a
Just
consistent
gotta get
contender.
certain pieces. Yeah, this is they're going to their second year with actual structure, and that's why I kept saying they actually have a structure and a plan for these guys.
So why are people so
So
upset
you
then?
because they talking about the other 8 years before those guys got there.
That ain't got
You
nothing to
can't
do with
control what
them.
they
I bet that's what I say. That they ain't got nothing to do with
they
them.
don't, but
That's
that's
not,
what they
and
feel
that's
like.
not.
They're, as a fans is infinity. There's
Yeah,
no
but
time
but
frame for fans,
people
but
got to be
then for the
rational though.
guys,
That's not fair to them. You got new guys. You got somebody that's a rookie. You got a guy that's a second year player. You got a guy that's a third year player. And other previous 6 years ain't got nothing to do with them.
yeah, they don't. But I mean, people that go buy merchandises, spend game tickets and stuff, you want a good product out
You
of your
do,
stuff.
but you gotta wait. Sometimes, like with sports, it's not like that. It's not instant made. It's not food. It takes time to prepare this stuff. It takes time to get on the same place. It takes time, like you said, get the right pieces, the right chemistry, the right type of guys in there. Maybe we don't have all the right guys. Maybe the quarterback isn't the right guy. Maybe the coach ain't
And
the right
even
guy.
then,
We don't know. It's until you get everything to fall to align, and then be
even then, with all
consistent.
that stuff aligned, you would know everything aligned once you win the Super Bowl. Because all that stuff don't really matter if you go 12-4 and and get knocked out the first round. I mean, second round of the
Yeah,
playoffs if
but
you
then
win
you
the
come back
division.
next year and go back and win another 13 games,
And so that's the
and
thing.
then you come back another
That's
year,
not always promised.
14 games. I mean, it's not true. You're right. But I'm looking at you look at
That's not
you
promised.
look at the Bills, you look at the Chiefs, you look at the Ravens, you look at those
And you
teams
can
like
look at all of them. You can look at all of them because have the Bills won a championship?
no, but they there. They're competing every year. They give themselves a chance. Every year they give
They
themselves
get
a
they
chance. We
but
can't even give ourselves a
they
chance
get
because we don't even get into the
they get knocked
dance.
out by one dude. They get knocked out by one dude
And,
every single
yeah,
year.
but they might break through.
And but that's the thing though. You buy all those chances. All those chances gonna be running out soon. They're getting lucky now. They still got luck on them right now. And
Look.
some teams do, and some teams still do. They have luck, but at some point we say this. Okay, the Bills might win this year. Next year they might not even come back looking the same team. They'll look trash, and then there'll be another team that look like they're terrible. Chiefs, look at them. They went 3 straight Super Bowls. And look at them
Yeah.
now. They 0-2, and now look at them. People talking. People gonna talk bad about
So
them.
you telling me?
And so
I
you
mean,
have luck.
one down year don't mess up a daggone franchise. Like that's what makes a stable, consistent franchise. You might have a down year here and there because you're human, like you said. You guys get hurt. The right players ain't there. You first of all, like Travis Kelce, he's on his last leg. He's not the same guy. So you got refurbish the pieces, I guess, a little bit. So it might be a down year, but the thing is, I want that consistency where you saying they have a chance to run out, but we need to give ourselves a chance because everybody chances run out because their playing life is not that long. Their playing expectancy is not that long. So we understand that. So as fan base, we hoping to optimize this. So like. That's what I'm saying.
And then that's another thing. Bengals are a prime example. Bengals are a prime example because they have the offensive pieces and everything like that, but they come out slow starts. They have a good quarterback. They have the triple crown winner of a wide receivers. They have 2 good wide receivers, and sometimes it just don't work out that way. It just don't work.
That's coaching.
And you have all these guys. You have all those guys and stuff like that.
That's
and then another thing like Eagles. I mean it's Ravens. Like you get Lamar Jackson. Dominant player that he is, but
but it's coaching too.
At the end of the game.
He does.
He
does. He try to do too much sometimes. He get out of character. But I'm like, but at the same time, I still like what those guys are doing because they give themselves a chance to actually compete for a championship. You saying we can't even say we compete for a championship. We over here talking about we just hoping to win 7, 8 games or something like that. I'm like, man, no. Eventually, like, I'm just saying, like you said. We over here complaining, like, what are we complaining? What are we complaining to be mediocre? That's what we complaining about. Like, we just want to be mediocre. I'm like, no, man, I want to go from being sorry to being good.
Well, yeah,
I don't
yeah,
want to
I
be. I
want to
don't want
be
to go from being
good.
sorry. I don't want to be from sorry to
I don't
mediocre.
want. I don't want to. I want to be sorry to champions. I don't want to be sorry to good. I want to be sorry to champions,
Okay, that's
and that's
fine.
the only way I'm looking at. And
But
that's
but
the only way I'm looking
but
at it
we got
because
to
I'm
start.
not looking at
You
it
got
to
to start.
be.
You got to start to be. You got to be good in order for you to even have a chance to be a champion.
Yeah, but I mean,
We not even
who was to say
good.
that 20? But who was to say that 2015 year we were gonna be good?
We didn't, and that's why it was a flash in the pan. That's why. That's why
Yeah,
after that it's been downhill ever since.
yeah,
Because
yeah. And I
you didn't
mean,
build
that's just the luck.
you didn't build a consistent brand of football. You didn't build a consistent winner. That's the problem. They didn't build around Cam. We all know that they didn't build
No,
around Cam.
yeah,
They
yeah, they did.
invest. The defense was good, but then you didn't optimize Cam's abilities. You didn't give him weapons. You didn't give him pieces. And by the time you did give him pieces, he was run down to the ground. It was Cam in the defense. That's what it was, and that wasn't fair to him because you didn't optimize. You did not optimize his playing time because he should have been the
Hmm.
like that's why I look at the Ravens. They optimizing their opportunities. That's why they every year they're competing. Bills, they're competing. The Chiefs every year they're competing because they optimizing guys. They making sure they continue to build a good team around these guys. They retool, they get the right guys, and they got good coaching. Every one of those, all three of them teams, they got good coaches.
Well, it takes a whole village to win the game.
It
It
takes
takes
a
everything.
team. It's a
It
team
takes a
sport.
whole team.
It's the
Yeah, it's a
ultimate
team
team
sport.
sport. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You got to build a team. So it starts. So in order to build a team, you have to have a good organization. Right now, the Panthers is not a good organization. They're not a good. They don't have the good leadership that they need, and they don't have a good team. Until we get all three of those things aligned, complete franchise. Right now, I don't. I mean, that's it was said to myself. So we need a culture change. And I'm like,
It's a
yeah,
process.
but yeah,
You can't say something culture change when you ain't got you got to build culture to have culture.
but in order for you to build a culture, you have to get the right people in there to build it.
You're right. So, hey, who to say this is their second year? Who's to say they didn't have the culture?
I
It's
don't know.
not fair.
No,
It's not. But I'm just saying.
it ain't. We're not
In
talking about
general,
that.
it's not fair.
Where's the culture start?
But it's not fair. I'm saying you just said
No,
a team. So
no, I'm saying
start
no.
with a
I'm saying
coach. You start with
where's
a
the
head
culture
coach.
start on the organization?
What do you mean as an owner? At the owner
Thank
perspective?
you. He owns the team. He sets the culture because that's his business. Like I work at Merck. The CEO and the executive leadership team, they set the culture for things. They put what they expect. They put the criteria in place. They say, well, this is what we expect from our group. This is what we expect from our brand. This is what we expect from our organization. So you got to put that. You got to put those expectations in place. He don't right now. He still don't know what his culture is going to be because he don't know how to run an organization right now. David Tepper still everybody saying, oh, he stepped back. But he put us in a hole where now he's finally starting to try to understand the culture and build a better culture by empowering people to do their job. That's the culture he's trying to set now. Now you just got to make sure you get the right people, and then from there, then it goes from there and there. Like so, it just starts with him.
So the culture is changing.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm saying, and that's why I made my point was going to because I said that's not fair for Dan Morgan and Coach Canales to be saying that because now they in a position to change the culture.
Yeah.
Now they have the power to change the team, which they are and doing. They
That's
are
true.
trying to build something.
Yeah, that's true.
And so they are trying to change the culture. So I mean, yeah, those guys right there, they're the head. I mean, yeah, he's the top dog. Obviously, everything goes down to him, but like you said, he has a team around him. And so they have to help that build that into it. So like you saying, Merck has the CEO, but he also has a team of other people that's around him to help build it. And so now he's putting the pieces now. Now Dan Morgan was a good one. I think Brad Tillis is a good one. Now Dave Canales, I believe he could be a good one. So, but it also takes time for all those guys to develop within to build the culture.
Okay, so it goes back to my original point. So we got to give this team some grace.
Yes, that's always been the whole thing.
Yeah, but people don't want to do that. You saying.
Well, I can't control what people want to do, but I know what I want to do for the team. I'm not going to sit here and decide what the people do. The fans going to do what they want to do. But until they send in, once they come back, obviously people going to come back once people start winning. That's anything.
Yeah, that's true.
They love to join a winning team.
The thing is, I just hope that we don't. Hopefully, the management and the team, we want to win, but hopefully they don't give in to what the fans want. That's all I'm saying. Because the fans don't know what the hell they want because they don't know what they're doing. They don't run an organization. They don't do that. They're not. So we have to give this organization some grace because David Tepper started us off on a bad foot. when he bought the team, he got rid of Cam. He brought in Teddy Bridgewater. Did he change quarterback? He would change the quarterbacks. Matt Rule, like he brought in Matt Rule, college coach. He started that. He talking about he built a program. He's a program builder. He didn't build a program. So you got this culture right there. So you still trying to. They literally just got rid of all the players from the Matt Rule era.
Right. So I mean, now now the whole thing. Now the culture is shifting.
It's trying
changing.
to, but we got to give it a chance to shift, people.
Right. I mean, it was only we too. I mean, but
yeah, but people tell people that they act like they're going to the end of the world the way they act.
Who's the people you tell? Who are the people you tell?
I'm just saying. Anybody in the
the comments that you're reading,
man,
the comments that you're reading.
Comments. They calling in the radio stations. They calling the radio stations. They leaving like they be on these podcasts. Like that's what I'm saying. I listen. To keep my ear to the ground. Cause I want to know what the streets are saying. Because I mean, because at the same time, like you could be oblivious and sit and like I got my opinion. I'm not gonna worry about anybody else. But these other people are saying things and their voices they gonna get elevated. And you might want to be the one like, man, we just need to be patient, but nobody can hear you because everybody else yelling to get rid of them. Get rid of them. And I don't want that to happen because we're gonna put ourselves in the same situation again where we fire somebody too early, prematurely. We try to get another quarterback again. We gotta give this team some grace. We gotta give them a chance to build some culture. We just now feel like I could
badmouth.
Criticism. Yeah.
But no. It's not going. It's that they understand how the media works. Something troll. They're just trolling.
That's a good point.
They just get their voice heard. Yeah,
they just got to vent. They got to vent.
Nobody upset. Nobody vent. They just trolling. They trolling because how you gonna be saying you're upset and you sit there and watch the same team every day, every Sunday? Get your Panther jersey on every Sunday.
That's real.
You make the time sit out every Sunday.
You're fans.
Yeah. So you're fans. You fans of football. You fan, or you just gonna be fans of Panthers because you're fans of Panthers. You understand what this journey is for them. But if you fans of football, then you watch all the football. Then you just say you're fans of football. Then you can say you can have all these crazy opinions. But you just are you fans of football or fans of Panthers? So that's what they trolling on the internet because they sitting there right there. And the next they're gonna be on television 1:00 watching Atlanta Falcons play against the Carolina Panthers this week, and that's how it's gonna be.
So they can come back with their own opinions again. But
yeah, and then they say the same thing over and over just to get their voice heard, so they can get the recognition. That's all they want. People want recognition.
Yeah.
That's why I don't feed into it. So it's not being oblivious. It's like I know the algorithm.
Yeah,
I know the algorithm. That's how they're gonna do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess I'm guilty of it because I partake and I listen and I'm because I'm like, man, this is stupid. I'm like, man, they don't. Everybody rated it like just jump ship. I'm like, it's game 2. Like you said the other day, you was like, man, what if they turn around, they go win 14, 13 games in a row? I mean, maybe they could. I don't believe that would happen.
Then the whole narrative changed. Now they be like, oh my God, the Panthers are the best team. So that's my point exactly. You making that's my point, and you see that's the algorithm, and the algorithm is just like that because anybody can go from a terrible team to being like, hey, they the best team in the NFL, just like that. There's a snap of the finger. And analysts, TV shows, all of them. They could say they're the worst team, but the next thing you know, they come back and win, have a mean winning streak. Yeah. They the best team. They're the best NFL. Damn, 5, the best team right there, Carolina Panthers. Like, come on now, you can't be doing all that. Like, that's the algorithm. Like, I'm not. Why I want to feed into some crazy stuff, and I know that's how the algorithm is.
Yeah.
Bunch of computers, bunch of programs. That's it.
I guess we have to be level-headed and understand what we have embarked on. And that
you criticize them.
It's a process. Yes, you criticize them. You're right. You criticize them, but also got to say we just gotta put our feet down to the ground and just stand firm because it's gonna be a rocky road, man, until we get this thing sorted out. Till we get the culture that we looking to build.
Yeah. Yes, it's going to be a rocky road. It's going to be challenges.
People need to understand that it's going to be some roller coasters. It's going to be ups and downs. And like I said, I don't know if this is going to be I don't know if this is the right coach, and I don't know if this is the right quarterback. But until we have a definitive answer, and that's maybe 4 or 5 years, but we might not even know then. Like I said, you look at Sam Darnold, prime example. Like, he did have he
went a phenomenal season last year.
Then he went. They just won last week. They 1-1. So I'm like, and then you got Baker Mayfield been in the playoffs 2 years in a row with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah.
And they was ready to throw him in the garbage when he was at the Browns. Because he had a good season one year, and then he just fell off a cliff. But
they literally said they thought he was gonna be done with playing football. He was gonna just be one of those picks that just be a bench backup. Then he got cut, after he got released from the Panthers. But then he had that crazy game 2 days in playing with the Rams and had a comeback win. Made his name and got a job.
So people, man, moral of the story is just let's be patient. I understand. You say it's been 8 years of purgatory, but guess what? It might be 9.
It could be 9. It could be 9. It could
be 20, but we don't want that. I mean, I understand that, but guess what? Look, the Browns have been sorry. Look how long the Detroit Lions were sorry. They were the first team that they was the first team that didn't even win a game in the season. I think the first and only team that ever done that. So I'm like, it could be worse. That's all I'm gonna say. It could be worse.
Right. I believe they can turn this season. That their path is like the Detroit Lions. It's just how I see it.
We're gonna see.
That's just how I see it. I mean, the GM and he an Aggie, A&T, Aggie Pride, a GM for the Lions.
Yeah.
So he changed that. Him and
he changed that culture.
Dan Campbell.
Him and Dan Campbell changed the culture.
Yeah, came in because everybody was talking crap about Dan Campbell, how he talked in the beginning.
So how long Dan Campbell been there? How long he's been there?
I think this is going on his 4th or 5th year, maybe.
Yeah, about 5th or 6th year, right?
His first year they did bad. Then the second year they did okay. Then his third year, that's a successful record.
He's been the head coach Detroit since 2021. So it's 4 years.
4 years. Yeah, that sounds right.
So this 20. Yeah, this is
going to his 4th year.
This is 5th year.
Oh, 5th year.
21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah, this is 5th year. So this is 5th year. So last year they had their best record. He's been
last year had their best record.
45-36. He's 2-2 in the postseason. And he's got his career. Yes, okay. So so he gonna be all right, man. I think look. I'm gonna tell you what it. So the first year he went 3-13. Second year he went 9-8. Third year they went 12-5, and last year they went 15-2.
Yeah.
And what did we say? What did we say about this?
9-8.
Yeah, we did. We picked them.
I said 9-8.
Yeah.
I don't know how they started off that season last year.
I mean that first year.
9-8.
Let me see.
That second year.
They finished second. Let's see what they did. We can go to it right quick. This ain't it. This ain't what I want. Season. Here's this. I don't know. I don't know what week this is. What's this? Is this last year?
They lost the first game.
Hold on.
They lost. I'm telling you right here. I see it. So they lost the first game against Philly. Won the second game against Washington. Lost to Minnesota. Lost to Seattle. Lost to New England. Lost to Dallas. Lost to Miami.
Yeah,
and they lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games.
They won 5 games. They lost 5 games in a row. Yeah,
5 straight games. Then they went 1, 2, 3. Won a 3-game winning streak. Lost the last one. Lost against Buffalo. Then they went 1, 2, 3. Another 3-game winning streak. Then lost to us, Carolina, and then lost to Chicago and Green Bay. I mean, won against Chicago and Green Bay.
Yep.
to finish
9-8. Yeah, finished 9-8.
So they lost 5 straight games before they got another good.
They did. They was 1-6. In week 8, and then start the season,
went crazy,
and went and won. So, hey, like I said, at the end of the day, I said the moral of the story is we gotta be patient, y'all. Man, we got to be patient.
You gotta keep your head down. Let me get it out of this.
Yes, like I done everything else. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, man, you gotta just play.
So we're gonna see. We're gonna see what week 3 gonna hold. Do you want to do predictions for week 3? Because we already an hour in. We've been talking.
Yeah, we do. We're gonna go ahead and get that, and then we're gonna end it off.
Yeah, we're gonna end this thing off. But yeah, so like I said, Panther Nation, man, Panther people, Panther fans, pump your brakes.
Let the games play. Let the boys play. That's the famous words.
Let's pass judgment. After week 18, then we can make our judgment on the team, saying hey, they underperformed or they overperformed. We'll see. The jury's still out.
Gotta let the boys play. You gotta let everybody warm up. Injuries happen. You don't know what the whole things can change. Everybody look at the Bengals.
Because Jalen Coker might be Jalen Coker come back. That might be a huge boost.
Yeah, well, hell, yeah, it could help out everybody. XL could get him open. Jalen, it's a lot of different things that can happen with
Yeah,
all these players
the young
that
play,
that
the
that settle
rookies
in.
getting better. The rookies get better throughout the season. I mean, it's a
Yeah,
process. Like I said, people is a process.
yeah. I mean, nobody gonna get into the job every day and to be just great at it. You got to learn. You got to process.
It
So
is. You
you
right.
got to take it.
Go ahead. Go
So
ahead. Go
all
on, give me the
right, let's
picks,
go
man.
at week 3.
Yep.
Week 3, we got the first game tomorrow. Dolphins versus Bills. It's home game for Buffalo.
Is that even a choice? Some stars the Bills. I'm going with the Bills.
That high on the Bills this year. He going for Bills every game this year. You seem like you howled
I
them.
mean, right now they had an easy schedule here. The only game that they did, the first game was hard. They should have lost that one. They should be 2-1 right now. But they will be. They should, yeah. Going into this game, they gonna be the Dolphins. Look
1-1.
bad. The Dolphins is not. You going for the Dolphins?
No, I'm going with the Bills. I'm just saying. I was just saying, like you
Okay.
just high on the Bills. That's fine. That's
What
fine.
I
You
say?
going with the Bills?
When I say I was high on the Bills?
Hey,
That's Carolina
did you-
North. They take all our players and turn.
They do.
They take all our
Yeah,
players.
they got Shaq Thompson over there.
They
Yeah.
take all our
And they
players.
got they got what you call it.
They took
Some other player.
They took our
They
model.
had Curtis Samuel one year. They got
Look,
Curtis Samuel over there. don't
Look, they took our model and took it up there to Buffalo because of Sean McDermott, where his coaching tree. He came from Ron Rivera. The
That's
thing
true,
is, he
yeah.
did it better than Ron Rivera because he put pieces around Josh Allen. Look what happened. Josh Allen ended up being successful.
Is Sean McDermott still there? Okay.
Like, we knew Sean McDermott was good. He was a great defensive coordinator. But I'm saying, I'm like, he took the blueprint that we said. That's another thing. I'm like, man, they should have just hired somebody from daggone Ron Rivera's coaching tree. So they should have went with Steve Wills.
Yeah, that was the only one. That's the last.
The last time we actually had a chance of winning getting to the playoffs. They should have went with Steve Wills. He was part of. He was a defensive coordinator for Ron Rivera. He come from that coaching tree. Man, they had no nonsense. They know how to run the ball. Now that they know how to play defense. That's what Carolina's built on. That's what our core makeup is. We trying to change our core, but that ain't our core. Go ahead, my bad.
Yeah,
My bad. Go ahead.
But we'll leave it there. We'll leave it for next time. Next game, Bengals versus Vikings. I don't know. Both of their quarterbacks are out.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't even know.
What, Jason McCarthy had a sprained ankle or something?
Yeah, he out like 2 to 4 weeks.
For what? A sprained ankle?
He got a high ankle sprain.
A high ankle sprain. Got you. Dang on. What is a high ankle sprain? Was it like a broken leg almost?
It's just really severe. It's just really, really.
I don't know what that is.
Man.
I guess we know Joe Burrow's out for 3 months.
Yeah, he got surgery.
Toe injury.
Turf toe.
Man, I bet they wish they had. I bet you the Vikings wish they had Sam Darnold now.
I ain't lying.
I'm gonna go with the. I'm gonna go with who they playing.
I'm going Bengals. They playing Minnesota.
Who they backup?
I don't know who their backup quarterback. I don't even know who their backup.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Bengals because I guess they didn't win last week, but yeah.
Let me see who is their backup quarterback. I can see on the fantasy thing. Who is the Vikings back? Carson Wentz.
That might be all right then. I mean, Carson Wentz ain't that great, but he's serviceable. He might be better than what you call.
He better than AJ McCurry, I guess. McCurry. The AJ quarterback. Yeah. For the Bengals. I'm gonna switch my answer to the Vikings.
You'll switch to the Vikings now.
And Aaron Jones is hurt, but I do like Jordan Mason, so I'm gonna go Vikings still. I'm gonna go Vikings. I said still, but I switched to the Vikings.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bengals. I'm gonna keep the Bengals because we got to differ somewhere. No, I'm gonna go Vikings. Right. I'm going Vikings. Screw that. I'm going Vikings. They at home, and I'd rather go with Carson Wentz, even though Carson Wentz ain't that much better, but I'd rather go with him.
All right. Next game, Texans versus Jaguars.
Texans versus Jaguars. Well, that's the trash game right there too. I'm gonna go with the Texans because the Texans need a win. I told you they both bad teams, man. I just feel like they bad teams. That's a weak division.
Jags actually, Jags. They what you call it? They didn't look bad actually. They did not look.
They lost.
Brian Thomas didn't catch the ball.
But they lost.
I mean, they did lose. I'm not saying they didn't lose, but I'm saying that they don't look bad.
And they beat the sorry Panthers. So how good are they really? The Panthers not good. I'm just saying the Panthers are not good right now. I'm not saying they're not gonna be better, but like, so you got to take that into
You
account.
just said they sorry.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I'm sorry for.
Yeah, I'm saying they sorry right now. So I'm like, you got to take that. So how good are the Jags? Are the Jags really that good? That's what I'm saying. The Texans ain't that good either. They struggling.
We don't know. I'm gonna go with the Texans because I went with Texas 2 straight weeks last week.
Yeah, they lost both weeks.
That's
So
right.
they got to be right one time, don't you? That's what I said.
Yeah.
And they go
yeah.
0-3. I'm like, Lord have mercy. This is a tough season for CJ.
Next game, Colts versus Titans.
So I'm going with Colts because Colts been playing phenomenal for some reason.
Colts is on fire.
So I mean,
Taylor,
I do like Ken. I like what Ken Ward has
switching
shown
up.
me. I like some of the things he's shown me, but yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the Colts. Danny Jones,
I'm
look, he
going
got it.
Colts.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's crazy.
Well, yeah, I'm not jumping high on Daniel Jones because that's just 2 weeks. He had a good season. He had a good time.
Yeah,
when he
one
was
good
with
season at
Giants.
Giants.
But I'm just saying he had good. I'm saying, but during that time he had good games. He had good games. It's not like he couldn't play.
Okay. I get
It's
you
not
that.
like he
But
couldn't play. He was just getting injured.
If he finished this season playing really well, I'm like, it's the
Then
situations, baby. The situations
that's
make these
fine.
players. Well, I'm like, man. Oh, go ahead.
His whole thing was could he stay healthy?
Who,
He
Danny
was getting
Jones?
concussions. Daniel Jones, yeah. He was his whole thing. He was getting concussions.
He kind of sucked too, though.
But those concussions messed him up. Yeah, messed with his mind, man. That CTE. But yeah, I picked Colts. So the next game will be Raiders versus Commanders. Jaden Daniels might not play. I don't know. His situation's up in the air.
Where are they playing at?
I'm going Raiders. They're going against Commanders.
Commanders. Okay.
I mean, and Commanders. I mean, Washington.
Geno still got to play better. He been playing bad. I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
And they 1-1. Yeah, they 1-1 right now.
They 1-1. Okay, well, never mind.
Yeah, Raiders 1-1.
I stay corrected. Never mind. So they 1-1. Go ahead.
I'm going Raiders. Now this is a good one. Eagles versus Rams.
I'm going with Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly.
I'm going Rams.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't think their defense can stop Puka and Devontae.
I don't think their defense can stop Saquon Barkley.
Saquon gonna get his. Or
Jalen Hurts or Devontae Smith or AJ Brown.
They could. But the Rams got Kyron Williams. They can't stop him. You don't know nothing about no Kyron.
I know Kyron Williams, but I'm like, well, yeah, you're right. The Eagles defense,
crazy.
You're right. The Eagles defense, but they
crazy.
They shut the Chiefs down last week. So, but the Chiefs is out without Worthy and all that.
Worthy and Rashee Rice.
Yeah, that's hurt.
Next game, Steelers versus Patriots.
Steelers versus Patriots. I'm going with Steelers.
Home game for Patriots. I'm going with. Yeah, I'm going Steelers. I'm just sitting there thinking about it. Yeah. I don't know. That's a good one though. Browns versus Packers. I mean Packers versus Browns. Home game for Browns. Packers. Yeah, I'm going Packers. Jets versus Buccaneers.
I'm going with Bucks.
I'm going Buccaneers. Broncos versus Chargers. That's a good one. I'm going Chargers. Saints versus Seahawks.
I'm going Seahawks.
I'm going Seahawks too. Bears versus Cowboys.
I'm going the Bears is what, 0-2 as well?
Yep.
I'm going with Cowboys.
I'm going Bears. Ben Johnson got to get one. Something got to shake. Caleb Williams got to play better. Cardinals versus 49ers.
I'm going 49ers. The Cardinals, they didn't look good to me.
None of these teams. 49ers because they got McCaffrey. I just can't. Yeah. 49ers. Chiefs versus Giants.
Chiefs.
2. Chiefs. Yeah.
They're
Monday.
They're both 0-2 games. So yeah, I'm going with Chiefs. Though.
Yeah.
Chiefs are struggling because they ain't got no weapons out there right now for Patrick Mahomes. Even the great quarterbacks need weapons.
Well, I think most of the time it came down to Travis Kelce to drop the ball.
Yeah, well, I'm saying because Travis Kelce ain't the same guy no more, man. He about to get married to Taylor Swift. He already know the bag is secured.
Oh, he for sure is secure. He already got his rings and everything. Yeah.
His bag is secure. He ain't really. He just completed his obligation again. He came back for this last year. He probably thought they had a good chance of maybe winning the Super Bowl, but I don't think they're gonna win the Super Bowl. I think this is the year. I think this is the year the Ravens or the Bills break through and get to the Super Bowl.
Ravens or Bills.
Yeah, one of those two teams.
See. We'll see. That could be a possibility. I mean, they're still gonna be in the top that fold.
I'm not saying they're not gonna be in the fold. But I'm just saying I think this is the year that one of those teams gonna break through.
if Rasheed Rice come back, I mean, he also had got injured, so now he had those 4 weeks or 6 weeks. How many weeks
Yeah,
he's out? He out for a long
but
time. He come back, help.
the reason why I say this because he don't have Travis Kelce, which is the safety net. It's a
Right,
safety
but
net. So
I feel
till
I
he
feel
finds that again, he gonna find that through somebody because a quarterback has to have a guy that they go to that they can trust that they know when the rubber meets the road, they need to get the ball to this guy. And Patrick Mahomes knew Travis Kelce was gonna come down with the ball. He was gonna make a play. Even when Tyreek Hill there, even when he was there, you said Rasheed Rice, now Worthy, and whoever else he has wide receivers. Travis Kelce was that guy. So and Travis Kelce is.
But it's also gonna help a Travis Kelce game because when you also have those guys playing, it can't cover double Travis Kelce either. They can't scheme against him. They're not letting him get the ball.
Yeah, but I don't
Because
know.
like
I still
when
don't think he's the
there's
same
another
player.
thing like that, it was like Tyreek Hill was always was healthy and playing along with Travis Kelce. So you really couldn't scheme against none of them because
Well, yeah, because
they both could beat you.
well, the thing is with that team is because you could take the top off. Tyreek Hill's gonna
Yeah,
just you got to send 2 guys on him because he's gonna take the top off because he gonna
and
run by the corner. So you had to have safety help over top, and because you have safety help over the top, you know Travis Kelce gonna sit right in them gaps. He gonna get open in them gaps
and win.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
And those are easy. Those are easy plays for him. So I
Yeah.
mean, I think we'll see once as the season goes on and what will happen once he gets those 2 receivers back, or at least one of them back.
Yeah.
But the last game, Monday night game, Lions versus Ravens. Man, that's a game. That's a game right
I'm going
there.
with Ravens. Lamar Jackson playing?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can say that.
I mean, I'm
Yeah,
just
you can
saying.
say
What you
that.
talking about? I'm just going Ravens.
Yeah,
Who you
yeah,
going-
Lamar Jackson playing.
Just make the who you going with?
I'm gonna go Ravens.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm gonna go Ravens.
All right.
Yeah,
You heard it there
I don't know.
first. We both going Ravens there, guys.
That's a good one though.
Yeah. It's gonna be some
It's a
good
good
games
one.
this week.
Because
We'll see.
Gibbs, Montgomery, Williams, and Jared Goff. Jared Goff ain't no slouch. But that's week 3 picks for y'all. See how many we get this week. It's a lot of different ones this time. A lot of different ones. Went against each other a lot.
Yeah.
This one.
We're gonna see. We're gonna
But we
see.
shall see.
Yep. So, man, let's close this thing down, man.
Yep. Let's
We had a
send it
good-
right here.
Yep. I think we had a good episode, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in for week. Well, episode 8.
Episode 8. Yep.
Fandom and
Episode
Flavor.
8. Yep. Definitely a good one. Hope y'all tune in and enjoy. Leave some comments.
Yes.
Let us know what y'all think, what y'all picks are.
Yep.
And definitely go out again and support Super Duper. You got some mix drops. Got some music coming out soon. So definitely check them out. And
please like and subscribe, everybody. Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
And like Aaron said, leave your comments down below.
Yeah. Like, comment, and subscribe, y'all. And we out of here.
Yes, thank you.